What's up, Clown Skull? Oops. Dang it, there's always some. How is it going, my friend? Good to see you. Oops, I forgot to do that too. Gosh, I'm all over the place. Hello, hello. How's your day? How's your weekend? How have things been, Clown Skull? Oh, quick question too before everybody pops in. Are you wanting to be eligible for the art prize thing? You were again, shocker, woo, points winner. So I always want to ask just to make sure. Okay. Do you want me to leave it at that? Do you want me to leave it as the default that you do not want? Do you not want to have to worry about that? Oops. Oh wait, no, I got that right. Oh, but that's not what I want. I want that one. That's good. We'll leave it there. I need to update that sometime. I need to put new artwork in there. Until next year. Okay, well, whenever you want to, let me know. Just let me know. And we will do that. So, all right, I'm going to... this is going to take me just a minute because actually I had to take a picture of the sketch and I have to send it to myself now. So, oh yeah, no problem. You're welcome. And thank you for everything you do and always hanging out. So, I always do greatly appreciate it. All right, where am I going? Oh yes, I need to send the sketch to myself because I took a picture and I need to share it with myself. Where's the share button? Share? Share? Oh. There it is. Stupid phone. So, are you playing anything else besides Satisfactory right now? And you do, like, are you the type of person, because I feel like you usually alternate pretty a decent amount. Are you the type of person that will only play one game at a time? Or do you kind of like interject a little bit here or there? I just want to share by email. Stop it. Did you? No. Murder. Boop. Bow. Am I? Okay. Oh, rarely to completion. Okay. So yeah, you're not the type of person where you'll play like one game and that play a game and then you'll change to another game in the same day and then go back and forth a lot. Yeah. That's what I thought. I didn't think you were from what you had said that you go back and forth with your games much. I think I need to turn down the music just a little bit. Here we go. Unless you're playing Skyrim, right? And then that's like a couple years. Gmail. Boom. Download. Crap, and I need to bring that folder back up. Oh, that's a little weird. Only problem with Skyrim is mods are so ubiquitous that I install too many. Ooh. Yeah. I was not aware of mods for the longest time. So I have not been immersed in the mod culture really, so yeah. I'm gonna work on this thing. I think I'm gonna change it. What's up, Naruto? 5% would slowly slide across the... Oh, I had Ooh, yeah. Lot is good, Naruto. Thank you for the host. I appreciate it. And hey, I got to share. I need to share with you. You are the you won the points for last month. So congratulations. I don't know where my button is. There you go. So yes, you were the point leader for the month of March. So congrats. I am actually, this is me working on the one for February. So when this is done, let me know what you want to do and I can do like a little art piece for you. So dab. Not really. I think I've dabbed like twice in my life. My daughter, on the other hand, she will go crazy. So, all right, let us unlock you for right now. Hold off for a bit. Okay, yeah, take your time, think about it. And then if you got a couple ideas, just let me know. Let me know. I mean, I work within reason. I mean, I'm not gonna probably do a project that's gonna take 30 hours, but yeah, whenever you have ideas. What? Oh, that doesn't have a... Whenever you have an idea, feel free to let me know. How was I gonna do that? I was gonna change that. I have to think about that one. But aside, hey, as the constant active mod, I feel that is valid. But aside, I might not follow. What do you mean? I might just be reading that weird, so I apologize if I'm not like catching on. Sneeze. Oh man. Gah. Boy. Thank you. Wow, I do not remember this from. Granted, I never did play that game that much. The intro to Metroid Prime. I mean, the fact I'm always doing the modding for chat, I'm shocked that I took the top, but I'm more or less. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what you're meaning. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, I always appreciate you being here. Appreciate the work you do. So yeah, absolutely. There might be some more stuff, some more streaming stuff coming down the pipeline too. I'll be working on. So, all right, how do I want to do this? Right now, I think I'm just gonna do. Daisy Days! Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome one and all, a member of the Variety Pack, an awesome person, awesome individual, awesome streamer, Daisy Days. So nice of you to join, drop in, and thank you so much for that. Toasty toast. Many thanks. Many thanks. Where's, hold on. Which one do we want to go? I can't. I couldn't decide what to do. I haven't used this one in a while, so I feel it's appropriate. Thank you for being awesome, and thank you everybody for dropping in with Daisy Days. And wait, what was the Walking Dead collection? Nice. Thank you, Naruto, for that. Really appreciate it. How are you? How far are you? And is this your first night with the Walking Dead collection? How are you enjoying it? You've never heard the song? You've only heard people. Oh, well, well now. What's up, B-Rock, by the way? How are things? How has your creative streaming been going? Now we have to listen to the whole thing.
Step 13. Enjoy popular music.
Tap the charts again. It's Everything is Awesome.
Oh my gosh, I love this song.
Okay, I'm not gonna dance the whole time, but just finished episode 2, season 1. Oh, and now, hey, well, thank you so much, Daisy. I appreciate it. Totally know how that goes. I do the same thing when I get out. So, thank you. Many thanks. Hope you have a great night.
Always return a compliment. Hey, you look nice. So do you. Drink overpriced coffee.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, Naruto. I appreciate it.
Awesome.
Creative has been fun. Have you still been doing? Is it still the audio stuff?
Instructions coming in from Central. Okay, it says here to take everything weird and blow it up.
Blow it up.
All right,
Good movie, by the way. The second one I was not the biggest fan of. It's not bad, but I don't know. It's not always easy to replicate the good stuff that you do with with a movie all the time. So busy with the audio stuff. Okay. Because I couldn't remember if you were just doing audio stuff. So figured I wanted to check and make sure. 5 hours later.
When you're part of a team.
All right, I have to look up this one. Oh, wait, where is it? Oh. Second one was already I managed halfway through it before getting bored. Yeah, it was I took my son to watch it. So yeah, I gotta play this too from the second one. And actually he was, it was his first time going to the movie theater. So maybe someday I'll do a dab. But yeah, so his first time at a movie, he's almost 4 years old, and so I don't know, it just wasn't I thought it would, but it wasn't really something that would capture his attention well enough. So it was a bit of a bummer, but I gotta play this one. This is from the new one. Oh, I had to play that. I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, if nobody's seen the first one, I definitely recommend that one. The second one, nah. Find a drive-in. Oh man, I can't remember. I used to know where the closest drive-in is. Yeah, no, he I mean, obviously, kind of like any kid, he really likes watching shows and movies and things like that. So, but I don't know if I'm doing that quite right, but I'm gonna do this. So I thought he was gonna be fine. I thought he was gonna be entertained, but then finally it was just kind of like, meh. He was over it. So it was what it was. I'm not sure what would have been like the best movie for him to see. Party player, hey, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. New to are you saying you're like yeah, definitely haven't seen you stop in before, but are you saying like you're new to Mixer as a whole? Just kind of curious. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a fantastic Monday. Oop, oop, oop. Do. There we go. Heyo. Kinda, yeah. Nice. Well, that's awesome. I appreciate you dropping in on the channel. I know my friend's brother made me help him with every Lego set they had for the Lego movie. Nice. I miss Legos. I'm looking forward to when my kids get old enough to do Legos. So yeah, party player, welcome. This is doing an art/creative stream tonight. So if you're relatively new and if you have any questions, let me know. I'm not saying that I am the most versed and well educated, but yeah, I'm doing actually what this project is, I do a point system for my channel, and so the viewer that has the most points at the I don't know, this is kind of a crude way that I'm doing this one. I don't know why I'm necessarily doing it this way, but we do a point system in my channel, and whoever has the most points at the end of the month, what I'm doing now for a prize for that is I'm creating a small piece of artwork for them. So the guy who won before was a streamer, and so he wants a little character thing for his channel. So I'm using the ever archaic Adobe CS4. So this is Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator CS4. So yeah, it is not too many people probably use it anymore. But my philosophy on kind of the Adobe creative programs is like, you can still do most, if not everything you want to accomplish, even in the old Adobe programs, but it's just going to maybe take you longer on some of them. And for me, I could kind of honestly care less. I'm just trying to save money by not spending all the money that you have to for the new program. So Krita, no, I have not. Yep, Noble, you are right, Naruto. Noble won in the month of March, so I'm just... Well, actually, it's not that I was putting it off. I told him, hey, tell me what you want, and it took him a little while to get around to telling me, so... Krita, no, I've not heard. There's another... If you like creative and art streams... Actually, whoa, that's... Music is a little bit louder than I want it to be right now. Whoa. Shoot, what is his name? There's this there's a really great guy. There are two guys, I think, that, and they both use free software. So man, what is... I'm gonna have to look up his name here in a second, because I really want to, because I love advocating for other streamers. First of all, I really want to advocate for if anybody was... I'm not sure if you were here when it happened, but just not too long ago, a member of the stream team that I'm part of, Daisy Days, hosted the channel. She's awesome. Anybody from the Variety Pack is great to check out if you like variety stuff. If you like art stuff, I have to look this up. I will advocate and share about creative streamers all day long, because I don't think they get the attention that they deserve. Oops, nope, that's not what I want. Where? Let me find this. There are two of... well, first of all, actually, there's several of them. 7 of 7 is probably the most popular art/creative streamer. He does a really fantastic job. His stream is so well put together. And who's where are you? Where are you? I always forget his name. I want to say it's JH. Did I pass it? Where did you go? And now all of them are loading up, so that's great too. Shoot, where is it? He was streaming earlier today. I never really understand exactly when he streams. And then there's another guy. So there's two others that I want to recommend. Dude, where are they? Do I use the tablet? Not currently. I want to. But actually that little goal... Wait, where? Yeah, that goal thing, that goal bar right there in the middle is... So part of the money when it's raised, actually we're getting pretty close, is going to go to a capture card, and then the rest of the money is going to go to a drawing tablet. And I'm saving my own money too. So... Oh yeah, absolutely, Naruto. That was perfectly... Or that was perfect. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, here they are. They're side by side. Sweet. Yeah. His name's Jer Henning. JerHenning. He's... I think he only does vector art. He does great stuff. Really, really cool stuff. And then the other one is actually a partnered art creative streamer, and his name is... I always kind of pronounce it wrong. Kausibomb? It's Kausibomb. Both those guys are two creative streamers that I follow. Definitely recommend them. And of course, as I said, 7 of 7 does creative stuff as well. So, yes, thank you. Yep. Perfect. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Naruto. Yeah. So so if you're interested in checking out others, I know it's kind of weird sometimes, especially if you're relatively new to Mixer, for people to be like, "Hey, go check out this other person doing some of the same stuff," and you might go watch them instead of watching me. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. But I want people to find what they're looking for. And so if technically they don't really find it with me, I mean, I want them to be able to find it on Mixer as a whole. So I'm not really too selfish of a person. I like my viewers and I want to keep them, but I also want, I know there are a lot of different people who are very deserving of stuff, so. This is totally like. That was totally just thrown together.
I don't know what we're
Hey! Whoa! I don't know what's going on. Oh no! Did I miss it? Clown Skull. You sneaky dog. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate the tip. Many thanks. Actually, with the money that I'm supposed to be getting paid, actually, too, from a recent job that I did. With that combined with that, I think we'll be able to order a capture card. So thank you. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that. Clown Skull. Always good chatting with you before stream kind of got kicked off. What tablet are you looking to get? I myself am going for a, gosh, I always mess up the pronunciation of that. 1060 plus, from what I've heard, it's decent and good for the price. I am still not completely sure what I am going to be doing, what I'm going to be going for. So, yeah, and thank you, Naruto, for trying to get 7 of 7. I don't know. 7 of 7 has a weird, I think he has some, dashes in there. I don't know, but you've been on top. I appreciate all of it. Clown Skull, little shout out for Clown Skull. Been here since like the beginning of me on Mixer, so always appreciate chatting with him. Stop it. The one that I've been looking at, let me see, I'll actually bring it up here. Amazon. Actually, hold on. Sorry, I gotta check before I jump in Amazon. There's some information that. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that there was some. Not there. There. Okay, so it was dashes. Look at you. Like you are like on fire. He's on fire. Crap. What one? Oh shoot. Oh. Ah, shoot. This is what I've been looking for, and I know that's. Well, what? 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 I thought it was X-Pen. Wow, I'm like, it's been a while since I've. Okay, yeah, there you go. There's your the one they. Oh, XP Pen. Duh. Dang it. Wow, SP? What is wrong with me tonight? Can't type. No, I appreciate it. Oh, what? Whoa, what? Oh, something happened. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Ah! Don't do that. I need to go out and buy a new charge cord. This one is so banged up. Why are you not doing your thing? Whatever. It still says you there. Alright, so yeah, I was looking at... the Dream one is kind of like this. And it's sizable. Nice. I'll go check that out right now. Yeah, this is the one that I'm kind of like dreaming of getting, but it's $500, so I'm not sure. I'm not sold on it. So also it's cheap. On my old PC booted up though, it's unplugged. Oh, is it a ghost computer? Yeah, let me look that up. And actually, we'll go ahead and do a comparison here. Where's it? I gotta. Since I can't spell and I can't type, where is? Why can't I find it? Wow. Okay. How do you spell that brand? Play. Aha. Drawing tablet, right? Oh wait, 1060. You said. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Go figure. Yeah. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. And you said the 1060? Oh, so it's one where you don't see the image. You know, I mean, this one has positive reviews. So, well, I mean, like, the best thing I can say if you get the opportunity is to check, try to find somebody who uses it. Yeah, because that's part of the reason why I'm looking at the X Pen, XP pen, is because I've put the ask out on Twitter and I had some responses, and there was this one person who took a decent amount of time and talked to me about it. He's an artist and he does stuff, and he recommended XP pen. Yeah, so I do you know, I don't, okay, and I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to be picky, but I do have, and it's great. I recommend it, but I just, it's a personal preference thing. I do have my Wacom, and it does not have the screen, and so I've used this for several years, not as much as I should have been, but I don't know, the way that I work, and not saying that it's impossible, but just I don't know if it's just the fact that it's out there and it's like, I want it so bad. I want one that I can see and draw directly on the image. So yeah, so I do have a Wacom, but I don't know, I want one that you can see. So let's see. Okay, so I was looking at this one. It's the 21.5, or maybe the 16. So yeah, we'll see. So again, I'm not trying to say it from like I'm being super picky. I am not a person that will be picky about my gaming monitors and my PC. My PC is great, but it's like not a high end. Like, I'm not picky about all that other stuff, but for a drawing monitor, I want to be able to draw on it. So that's kind of like a dream of mine. So that has been that. But yeah, these, I don't personally know anything about it. The Wacom I've had has been great. It's been easy to use. It's been durable. It's worked well. I've had it since 2012, I want to say. So yeah. Anywho. Yeah, no, and these Huang, I shouldn't even try to pronounce that. I mean, they've got decent reviews. So how many? One review for 200 views. We've got 75, I don't know, I'm terrible at math. Over 75% give it, 4 or 5 stars. $81 or something like that, 4 or 5 stars. You're always going to have bad reviews. So, yeah. I mean, I probably gamble on it, or not gamble on it, but I mean, I think it seems like it'd be worth a shot. What are you doing? Stop doing that. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Oh, where'd you? Wait, was that it? There we go. There's a lot you can do without tablet or a monitor and things like that, but there are some. I am again. I feel like saying stuff like this makes me sound cocky or arrogant, and that is not at all what I'm going for. But I originally am a fine artist, so the fine artist in me wants to have that ability to draw directly on what I'm creating. So there's that. So what kind of artwork do you do, party player? Like, what kind of work do you want to do with it? This will be interesting because I will have to do something different. This one will be darker because it has to go behind everything. Yeah. I like to do detailed cyberpunk-esque drawing. Oh, nice. Very cool. Very honed in on what you're doing. That's very cool. I'm very very scattered. So for years I have not done any artwork, so it is just good to be back. Good to be back doing things. So robots are cool too. Nice. Hey. Do what you love. Oops. And I'm not going to be one of those people that says, do what you love and you won't work a day in your life. I had an interesting conversation actually recently. It's not really a conversation. I saw an interesting topic that one of my friends that I went to art school with shared. And I do rather, earnestly believe in this. Not so much the concept of do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life, but it's more of, if you're the type of person and you don't want to do what you love for a job, you don't have to. If you just genuinely enjoy doing what you love as a hobby and not worrying with the drama of all this other kind of shenanigans stuff that goes on, don't put yourself through it. You don't have to. I do graphic design for my job, so it's a little bit okay. A small portion of my job is graphic design. Let's go ahead and put it that way. But so then when I do freelance, I am extremely picky about what I do. Actually, I kind of feel like this should go this way. Should go that way. Whatever. Right now, that's good enough. So, yeah, like so many people are, there's that misconception of do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. Do what you love for a job and it could ruin it for you. It honestly could. Oops. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Nope. Stop. Stop. I want that little point right there. Thank you. Okay. Do I have a Discord? Yes, I do. Where? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so by all means, like if you ever have, I check my Discord every day, and so here's the issue with my Discord that I will say. I started Discord when I didn't really understand what Discord was, and I think it was to it was kind of a folly because I did not give it the priority I should have and do the engagement with it that I should have. But so I'm doing that now, and I'm trying to build my Discord server and do engagement in there every single day. So it's a little bit delayed and seen by side. Are you talking about YouTube, or is this something else? All right, let's see. How do we want to do this? All right. There we go. And then that will go back, and that will do a little bit darker. Yeah, I had to switch devices. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too worried about anything that happens on YouTube. I mean, not anymore since it's live. I even put in the description that it's basically just recording for VODs. So if it's delayed or anything like that, that's fine. I do appreciate you checking, especially if somebody happens to be in there chatting and doesn't understand the concept that everything is live over here. So let's do. Yep, just the archive. Yep. All right. So now, since we have the form, I'm going to. Is it this? Nope, it's this. Move you over here so I can see you. I need to try to make sure to keep this close enough to the other style that I've done for his work, which I can. I've just got to do some small tweaks and adjustments. Fine. Are we allowed to share art on the Discord? I kind of want to give feedback. Yeah, sure. There's the absolutely. There is, and thank you for asking. The photo wall, it's called, I believe. On the photo wall. Yep. Look at that. As always, on top of everything. Yeah, the photo wall would be the best place to do it. And I would also post underneath of it too, like saying, you know, you're interested in getting feedback and whatnot. So all right, sounds good. I will be here, and it is quite early, so that is awesome. So I'll be here for a while. Oops. I think I might have to change the style of this somewhat, but that's okay. We'll get this sketched in essentially. this? Where are we at? Wow, main theme from Battlefield 1942? Huh. Ha! Whoops. Thanks for catching that. I hate it when I do things like that. I think, actually I need to go back and check. I don't know if I fixed that Discord thing. I thought I did. The one that you caught the other. Nice. Not exactly sure how I'm feeling about this one. Thanks. Thank you, appreciate that. Yeah, I'm kind of using the style that I've used before for eyes. I'm not sure if I'm maybe sold on it though. We'll see. That's a big old head, but it's because of the helmet. But I want to. Where are my layers? My layers. I don't understand why they sometimes disappear. What we got here? Let's take you. Oh, what the? What is there? Little tiny thing? Go away. There we go. Hate it when that happens. Alright, yeah, we're definitely gonna have to like adjust the size of this. And we're gonna have to probably adjust the complete design for it. Because we don't want it that big. We could maybe. Do something like that. I don't know. My OCD kicked in, hence why I called it. Oh, no, that's no problem. I need stuff like that called out sometimes just to make sure I'm on top of everything. Where did you go? Ah, I can't believe I did that. So that probably means that I got messed up everywhere else too. So let me see. Let me see how bad it is. What damage is done. Yep. Dang it. I was hoping that maybe when I copied it, somehow I accidentally deleted it. Oh well. Alright, yeah, I think we're gonna have to recreate you. So let's see. This I'm gonna do this one for. It would be like, let's do, whoop. Dang it, that actually wasn't. That kind of wasn't actually too bad. Let's try it again. I'm gonna do it with a different color now. Use that as a reference. Or not. Dang it, I did the wrong thing there. All right, now let's do it. Okay, so now we do swipe like that. Swipe. Swipe. I do my own sound effects. There you go. See, that's much better. But we're gonna have to change. No, see, those are too flat, so we gotta do. All right, so let's try this again. So we gotta do. Bring this up. This is pretty good. We gotta bring you up. Oh, there we go. Oh, oh. There we go. Bring this down and around. Around. There we go. I think that's pretty good. And then we'll actually do. Yeah. There it is. Oh no. Oh no. I forgot that I did that. No. Ooh, that's actually kind of not as good as I thought it was. Give it another one. This. Nope. 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 Gosh. Hey, you're back. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let me no. I can go check that out here in a second. It's better.
A stranger from the outside.
Hi, Candy. Hey, welcome, welcome. Thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you are having an awesome day. I think I might notice where some of my problem is. But that's okay. We will fix that. How's it going? How is your Monday? Monday. Actually, it could be, depending on where you are, it might be Tuesday. All right, let's say that. Let me open up Discord. Oh, nice. Welcome to the Discord, by the way. Appreciate it. Hi, I'm well. Saw you were doing the arts. Yes, we're doing the art things here. The awesome art on the awesome channel. Yeah, we're doing a little illustration thing here. So it's looks a little quirky right now, but it's coming together. Yeah, so do you want me to party player, do you want me to bring this on stream and talk about it, or just kind of like talk about it while looking at it? So I'd be happy to chat about it right now a little bit if you want. Ooh, wait. Ah, shoot. I deleted that, didn't I? Dang it. Sometimes I hate it when I do that. Okay. Yeah, so I am so is this digital? Are these both digital? They're both kind of tiny right now. Oh wow, they actually weren't. Yeah, no, I like both of them, the styles and everything. They're vastly different from each other. Ooh, a partner. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for coming in. Many thanks for dropping in. We're doing right now. We're kind of interrupting our creative process a little bit to talk about artwork that Party Player just shared. So it does robots and crap. What was the other one? I apologize. Cyberpunk. There we go. Cyberpunk. So, yeah, this one has a lot of awesome stuff. They're both good. I really like this one, the robot cyberpunk style that you were doing. So, Candy, what kind of work do you I'm guessing, are you a creative art person as well? Art streamer? Actually, I just followed you, so I'll be able to find out sometime. But I always love meeting other streamers, and I love chatting with people who have partnered, especially people who've been here a long time. So many things. I love the many things. I'm a many things kind of person too. Depends on the season. Sweet. I'm always creative, but I'm trying to work and make sure to do more regularly with my stream. I don't do it enough for personal projects. Yeah, so I'm really liking this one's really cool and everything, like I was saying. Do you want are you wanting like a critique breakdown or just kind of general feedback or what? Because I definitely don't want to I've been in situations before where some people just like to share and show, and then some people who want like ideas, thoughts, things of that nature. All right, gosh, my layers every time. Let's get you back. You need help? All right. Traditional and digital arts too. I love watching people make all kinds of art. Sweet. I kind of went all over the place when I was in college, and I landed with double major. So I did a BFA in graphic design and a BFA in painting and drawing. And obviously, well, not obviously, but shocker, I am doing work with my graphic design degree and not my painting and drawing degree. So nice. Yeah, no, there's so much to learn. I'm the type of person that wishes I could do a little bit of everything, but also knows that you can't be good at everything, which is unfortunate. So let's bring that back up. Here we go. I kind of want to talk about this one, if that's okay. So the thing that pops out to me the most right now, where there could be some tweaking and everything, is the mouth, where there's not a lot of shading and things like that, where it almost looks like the teeth are on top of the mouth, not inside of the mouth. So if you go in and you do some shading, probably mostly around here on the upper part of the teeth, so that it looks like it's underneath like the lip and they're inside. Sorry, I'm kind of blocking being able to talk. But notice how there's a shadow over my hand, and if the teeth were under the lip and behind it, there's that shading. So that's something right there. Also, oh, thank you. Thank you for the GG on the degree. Yeah, I was kind of a mess. I went to college for like 7 years and did not leave with a doctor, so I miss art school though so bad. So that's one thing I would say. I would also whenever possible, and this is something I struggle with, so I'm not saying at all that I'm great at this. Set out a model or they have programs for this too, which is really cool. I don't have the programs because I think they all cost money. I don't think there are any free. But set something out. Wait, where's my... I don't have him? I thought I had my little figure. Hang on. Oh!
My God! Okay, it's happening.
Candy, thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it. I really, really, truly appreciate it. The toasty hosty, as I like to say. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, did I put him away? Well, I feel bad right now because I had a figure. So, okay, I'll use this. Yes, I will use this. This is actually probably a perfect example. Say hello to Bob. I've got the Funko Pop Bob Ross. Love Bob Ross. Whenever you can, and actually I'm going to kind of mess with some things here, I would set out a figure and put a light on it and use it for reference and work on lighting. Lighting and shadows are probably the thing that I need to work on the most. And so, like, me saying this to you is essentially preaching to myself. So hold on, let me see. Can I do... Let's do this. Here we go. Yeah. See, so get something and put a lamp on it and do specific lighting. And I know it's going to be weird and a little bit different because you're not, well, you might not be using something necessarily for lighting as much detail and, you know, crevices and high points and low points. But if you at least have an object with a point of reference for the light, it will help you understand where things should be lit. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, for sure. Naruto, and I appreciate that, and I'll chat more with you if you have any other questions about that. Always throw in the mod channel if you have any questions. But that's a good point to bring up. But please, yes, please do. Yeah. So so since I struggle with it, finding something, and it actually doesn't even have to be the shape of a figure or the similar shape of what you're doing, because sometimes the more intricate can be more helpful because you can see how things overlap. So that's one little thing that I'll share. I know it's not breakthrough or anything, but I dropped my other figure. There we go. Working on my Funko Pop collection. So so let's see. And so I'm sorry. Did you say this was digital? I couldn't remember. Oh yeah, no problem. Thank you so much for hanging out. So what are you working on right now, Candy? What kind of stuff are you doing? You have piqued my curiosity. I got to know. It is digital. Okay. You've got a very cool style going on here. If this is leather for the clothing, coat, jacket that he's wearing, you've done a really good job of like capturing that. That's what it looks like. It looks like a leather jacket if that's what you're going for. And there's some stuff going in here that's a little difficult to tell with the depth. So I'm going to share you a trick. Okay, this isn't a trick. So I'm going to share with you something that was taught to me in my painting class, which is true for anything and everything when it comes to art. You need to be very conscious. I'm not talking about this specifically with your work right here. I think some of it applies in some areas, but this is just like a general thing I'm going to share. You need to be very conscious of when things come together and meet, what colors and everything you use to help push, because basically what when you're doing 2D art, the thing that you are doing is doing a constant visual battle between what is pushing and what is pulling. Like, are these two objects pulling closer together, or are they pushing further away? Are you creating depth, or are you creating a shallow plane of field? So what I will okay, what the heck, I'm gonna open Photoshop here. I think this might be the easiest way to explain it. So you were worried about what part? The leather jacket part? Oh man, I think that's one of the most intriguing parts about it. It's very, it gives that really shiny feel to it, like a leather jacket would. So if that's what you're bringing up. Whiskers, what's up? Hey Whiskers, I've been meaning to talk to you because you had questions for me about this, and I wanted to mention it to you. Hold on. Let's just do this. Applications are open, by the way, Whiskers. You were asking about that. Applications are open if you want to apply. I can't really say anything more than that. I don't know, like there's no way that I would probably recommend on exactly what to do, but you were asking about applications the other week, and they are open. I'm working on commissions right now for streamer channels and rebranding them. Nice. Entire channels need to be done up. After this batch of clients, I'm going to focus more on studying the mix of traditional and digital. Sweet. You know what I should probably do sometime? I actually have done work like that, which I will show you if you stick around long enough. Not saying you have to stick around, but I can show you an example in a minute. So, what did you need? Oh, sweet. Awesome. Well, great. I noticed, was it today or sometime soon, you were in one of the channels I was in. And so I know that you've been around. All right, let's do this. I need to do more of this. I don't know why I don't do more of this. So I'm going to show you a little thing that I was taught in painting class. Is that? Nope. Okay. All right, so we are going to do an example. Sorry, this is gonna take a second. Just for. Actually, no, I should probably use a sharper edge now that I'm thinking about this. Because the fuzziness is definitely gonna throw people off if I'm doing this. I need to get my high. Like, I have not done stuff on a regular basis that I'm not getting my hotkeys right. I've been in a lot of VP channels. Compared to music. Ah, yes, the music edits. Yeah, that's all, and I appreciate that. I'm glad that you're enjoying that. Sorry, this is like super sloppy. Another reason why I want a drawing monitor, not to be doing all this by my mouse. All right, so here we go. We currently have an apple that is floating in space. Yeah, it's an apple. It's a crappy apple. Oh, me too, Whiskers. Totally on board with that. Yep, so it's an apple. So right now it is floating in space. So to give a good example, let's go ahead and do, I need to do, oh my gosh, that's a background layer. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? There we go. All right. So now to give it, oh no. Crap. I'm an idiot. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. Sorry. I love doing this. I love doing little tutorial things. So by all means, if you want to ask questions like this, I'm on board. I'm sorry it's so disorganized though, or unorganized, because I was not planning on anything like this, but I'm more than happy to do this. All right, so now let's say, put it on a table. Boom. All right, table. Ta-da! Oh yeah, no problem. So, so now we have a table. which actually sucks because I totally did that wrong. Oh my gosh. I need to pay attention. I'm not used to the idea of painting. All right. Weird. I don't know why you're doing that now, but okay. So here we go. Here's our table. Now, how so when I'm talking about relations with an object and everything. So right now, you know, okay, you could say, yeah, it's sitting on a table, big whoop. But to bring an object closer to another object, you actually blend them together. And so let me kind of explain this. I like explaining things visually, so kind of bear with me. So what you do then is you take your lovely table brown color and you're like, hey, I'm going to sneak you in here. Whoops. As I'm forgetting to put it on top. And then we're going to actually go above this and we're going to sneak in. Actually, I may have done that a little bit too much, but that's okay. I can adjust that. Now, of course, this kind of will do some of it anyways, because now we're kind of creating a shadow effect. But you're bringing both the objects into each other, so you show them closer together. That's essentially the goal here, where you're integrating a little bit of it so that they look close together. Because now when you look at this over, you look at this side, and it's further away and it's higher up. It doesn't show that relation where it's close to it. This edge where it's sitting on the actual table, you're getting some of that mixture. This is very sloppy example, but this is an example. And then so you get the top of the apple and the leaf to pop out because, especially from the white, because there's so much contrast and everything right there. But when you bring them together, if I spent more time with this, you show that relation of being close. So where that comes into an example is like something in here. Like some of it would be doing shadow and everything. You don't have their huge color contrast, but just kind of like giving an example of how that might be done and everything. Let's see where, because there's not a lot of color. But yeah, like right here, there's kind of like that battle between, okay, is this blue area? Because if you look at it abstractly and just look at it in sections, is this blue area on top of this black and this checkered pattern right here, or is it supposed to be behind it? So yeah, like a reflection, which actually apples do because they have the shiny skin of the apple. So maybe some more, since there's not really a lot of color. I mean, it's like black. This isn't the best example, but maybe some more shadowing in here to show the overlap. But sometimes in certain cases, you can do it with colors rather than the shadows. And fun little factoid kind of thing. Most of your shadows should not be strictly black. I mean, unless that's the illustrative style that you're going with, because shadows almost always include color. Great example is snow. I don't know if everybody lives where snow is, but when you see shadows in snow, they're usually a dark blue. They're not really a black. So something to keep in mind. But real quick, I don't know if Candy is still here. The rainbow. A rainbow of colors. But I'm gonna do a little thing here just because I love it so much. Nope. Oh. Where are you? Nope. No. No. Oh, there it is. Here we go. So I don't know if Candy's still here, but I love, this is one of my favorite art pieces that I have ever created. It was actually kind of on a whim, and it was done with a technique shown to me in college. And my dad always tells me that I should keep it a secret, but it was taught to me in a college class, and it's not something that I created, so I'm not going to keep it to myself. But I should show a tutorial sometime on how to do this process, because this is all digital. All these strokes, okay. I put stuff into the computer, but none of these paint strokes are actually paint. It's an effect done digitally. So I started with a plain photo, and then I altered it from there. So this is like a digital technique. Thank you, Player Party. Yeah, I want to get back into this style, actually. My dad does photography and does some other stuff, and he wants me to do some of this work to go along with his photography. So we'll have to see and check that out sometime. But yeah, thank you, Candy. Yeah, so this is when you were talking about how did you say, mixing digital and maybe I can't find it. No. I want to study in the mix traditional and digital. Yep, there you go. Yeah, because that's exactly what I thought of this project. So I should probably sometime, maybe for a future creative stream, go ahead and take the time to show and explain that process. Actually, I'll have to work on getting the stuff together for it. So yeah, so it's very different, very stylized. I mean, it mixes digital photography with the act of what we label digital painting. So loved it, very fun. Great fun little series with that. So yeah, so back to this. Yeah, I talked about the lighting, and then when you're working on the lighting, as I mentioned, there's not an excellent example in here on where to use it, but I would maybe work with some more shadowing and working, because I guess one way to kind of explain it right now is if you look at it abstractly and in sections, you've got this huge dark section here, and then you've got this light blue section in between, and then you've got this gray section up here, and they're almost segmented. There's not a lot of transition between the two. I feel like these two are closer related than these two sections, because you've got this darker lightish blue, gray blue in here that relates closely to this gray here, so you can kind of see a relationship there, and I think that works pretty well. But then you have this light against dark, which I know that there's going to be kind of a gap there. It looks like the collar, but it seems like since this is lighter, things that are lighter usually want to push and bring forward visually, usually, not saying always, but usually. So it's making, if you look at just it, and I'm kind of like covering it with my hand as I'm looking at it, it makes it look like the neck of the guy should be in front of like out further than the collar. So kind of shadowing that and pushing it back to try to get that effect to make the collar pop out a little bit more. That would be something to recommend on. So it kind of all ties into a little bit of the lighting effect. Like I said, I like the style. It's really cool. So yeah, I appreciate you sharing that. And by all means, if you ever want to do that more, let me know. But fun stuff. I love doing stuff like this. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So yeah, gosh, I haven't like raw painted in so long. It's so bad. It's so bad. It looks so ugly. Oh man. All right. So yeah, no, I have a book actually that I never really went into. It wasn't about integrating traditional with digital, but it was about integrating different forms of traditional, different forms of painting, and different things like that together. And I kind of wish I did that. I want to eventually paint on stream, but supplies are expensive, and I have the space now. But yeah, supplies are kind of expensive, so we'll see about that. Give me a blob. Ooh, actually, you know what? I didn't think about that. Let's hold on. Can I? Is that gonna work? I don't know if I've ever really done it this way. Try. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work. It was wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. There are so much better ways to do this, and so I apologize for the awkwardness of sometimes how I work. Especially considering I'm using CS4. Don't do it. I think that needs a goal after your equipment. Oh, painting supplies? Yeah, that could be. Yeah, no, actually, as I was saying, I think it may have been before you popped in, Whiskers. How's it going? Did I ask how it's going? I apologize. I hope your day is going well. If I did not ask. Yeah, that would actually be a very good good idea. Because I could do that and oh, that's why. I was like, what is going on? Wow. Yeah, so yeah, earlier since we're at the 169.69, we have enough to get a capture card, so I will be doing that. Sorry. I thought I was gonna sneeze again. 169.69, so we will do the capture card, which we've been wanting to do. And then we'll still continue. Gosh, I don't even know how much time I put on there. We'll still continue on trying to reach the full goal. Again, I like to clarify, I also do side work and contribute money to this and everything. So, because originally this goal was going to be for a Switch and a capture card, but I went ahead and did some extra work and bought a Switch myself and all that. And so that's why we need a capture card now to be able to stream that. And then we're doing a drawing monitor, if possible, with reaching the full goal. So. Okay. Yeah. Party player. What Naruto is referring to is we'd like to keep things. Like not to talk about age. I mean, while you are pretty sure that there's no terms of service issue, but just like we stay away from it just to avoid anything coming up with any issues. So yeah, no. Especially with you mentioning that you were new, by all means. That's something that you'll just need to understand about Mixer is that there's a certain age restriction that people have to be, and like I said, you're fine, should be fine. I don't really need to ask because I don't really need to know. But yeah, a lot. Basically, it's kind of the etiquette in every channel that streamers don't want viewers talking about age. I also don't want it from the aspect of like younger viewers, being treated well, any age. For any person being treated differently because of their age. That makes sense. Make this a lot darker. So. Yeah. Yep. No, that the Naruto. Yeah, that was handled. Appropriately. And yeah, no. Like, by all means, it's not anything where we're just like, oh, you should feel bad. No, it's and you're not the only person that I've had to deal with that it's come up with. it's something that people learn when they use Mixer and everything. So, let's see. I think I still want to do this, like that, and then actually we might do the chainmail kind of cover thing. I'm not sure. Yeah, and that's the thing too, is like we want to make sure you know, so that if you go into other channels, you know. So. Oh, no worries, no worries. There needs to be no blame or anything like that. All right, let's do. This is so rough. It's coming together, but. I can't see. Let me switch that. So let's change that. Switch you back. I'm just going to use this color for right now. Just to help me out. No, Naruto, you're totally fine. Totally fine. Everything's all good. So are you looking to go into party player? Are you looking to go into wait, I'm sorry. Actually, did you say it? Maybe I missed it. If I ever miss anything and I need something repeated, I'll apologize up front. And I know that's not even, it's not like things are moving that fast and I'm playing a game and I can't read. Did you say what you were hoping to do? Did you say something about game design, or am I kind of crossing conversations? If you said something or not, what are you hoping to do? Or are you hoping to do anything with yeah, no, you said it. Because we had that conversation of do what you love and that whole thing. So, wow. See, I'm all over the place. Struggling. I feel like that. I feel like this does not have to be as high up as it is. Yeah, like that. I feel like that helps a little bit. Concept art. Yep. Nice. Yeah, it's you definitely well, practically in any field nowadays, to be completely honest, you have to be willing. Okay, this is going to sound kind of bad, and I don't want it to, so let me explain after say it. You're going to have to be willing to do whatever it takes. Some jobs and some fields, you're just going to have to haul it, bust it, do everything, work a ton, sacrifice this, sacrifice that. Because originally I went to college, I went to art school for computer animation. And I learned that about computer animation, how you first of all, you have to do basically whatever your interest is in computer animation, you have to be one of the best. And I am the type of person, I am a realist. And I'm just like, okay, I might be good at some of this stuff. Heck, I might be great at some of this stuff, but I also know that I'm not the greatest. So if there are certain jobs or there are certain projects I want to work on, I know I'm going to get beat out. Somebody's going to beat me at some of the stuff that I really want to do. So am I going to be okay with doing like this work that I won't get all of that excited about? Like I might get stuck with projects that aren't all that thrilling. Would I be okay with that? I was like, not really. I was like, no thanks. So I left art school because I didn't know what to do then. And I did some other stuff. No, let's not do that. Because also they were saying about, they're just like, yeah, you're going to be working like 80 hours a week and doing all this stuff. And I was just like, you know, I can do that for a little bit, but if you're saying that that is the way it goes with that environment, it's just like, I don't want to do that. So, sounds bad. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like everybody's different. And that's the thing too, is just like, I mean, kind of in the situation that I'm in, you know, you have to make decisions on what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. There are a lot of different things that I could do if I wanted to, but it would have to be sacrifices with my family and all sorts of different other things that I don't want to do. That was part of the reason why I didn't want to go into it, because I knew that eventually I wanted to have family and have time for my family. And when you're working 80 hours a week on a regular basis, that's not going to happen. It's a single kind of game. Yeah, I feel like it's more, and I don't know this from personal experience. I was told this in college, and I was told this by some of the people who had done this themselves. You know, if you're single and everything, you have the ability to control your situations more. Working the whole time except for rest period. Yeah. I mean, that's an example. Like sometimes you'll just be working all the time, and there are deadlines, and it happens with almost any kind of job and things like that. But for me, personal interest, again, to go into something where that is the culture, I was not drawn to it. Let's put it that way. I was not drawn to be in that. So man. Not doing so hot with the freehand. I've heard some mixed things with that too. What is it Japan? Like, I don't know, because sometimes like I can't remember what culture it is, but there's the whole thing of just like, or maybe because they work so long, they do the whole meditating and things like that with some jobs and whatnot. So, but I definitely do not know from experience on that. Definitely do not from personal experience. So. Yeah, definitely Candy. Definitely agree. That's different everywhere. Like there are some art studios that would creative studios that would be amazing to work for. That have like amazing personal opinion. that have amazing, work environments, amazing culture, amazing work-life balance kind of thing. Like that's the thing. I work at a nonprofit, and there's a huge emphasis on work-life balance, which is fantastic. I need to advance my career, and so I don't really want to leave my job, but that's kind of something that I'm facing. So, me there, I was just stating something. Okay. What I would do, well, actually, you're already kind of doing it, party player, is whatever you hope to be doing, start doing now. Like figure out if you really thoroughly enjoy it, and do what you can with it. And that's the thing too, is like those were my own personal interests, so that definitely does not like qualify for everyone. That is not like, this is the truth and this is what is the case every time, and yada yada yada. So I'm just talking about the information I have, my own experiences, and then also my own preferences are intertwined in there as well. So but yeah, I would start experimenting and doing what it is that you're going to want to do. And also, if there different people will have different opinions on this, but in my own opinion, if you want to hey, what's up, Boy on Fire? Just doing some little illustration character stuff for a little art giveaway thing that I was doing for somebody. So this is this was the sketch, the physical sketch, and this is the digital sketch, and then we're gonna build on top of it. So but what I would do is I would take something that you hope to eventually do one day, and like look at someone's concept art and be like, oh my gosh, I love this, I want to be able to do this. And honestly, I would try to kind of essentially copy it and learn that way, like mimicking what other people are doing, and then to learn things, to learn techniques and learn what people are doing, and then to do to make it your own. Because that's really honestly how I'd say probably everyone, or like 99% of people, learn and start things, is you have to start somewhere. And so you look at who's done it before and you learn from what they've done. So thanks, Boy on Fire, appreciate it. Yeah, so it's beginning, it's going, it's happening. We're getting there. We're having good conversations. I actually thoroughly honestly, tonight is awesome because it's been a while since we've had a chat like this. Actually, it's been a few weeks since I've had a creative stream, so that might be part of it. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoy conversations like this. So that would be a big recommendation for me. You're already doing some great stuff because you're doing it. So a little bit about me and the path that I went down. I went to a very small high school, and we had no introduction to digital art, which was big when I was which was big and happening when I was in high school. Graphic design and things of that nature. We had no exposure to it. It was all fine art, which is good. You need to know how to do fine art. I think it's very important to have an understanding of fine art. So I went into college and I had no digital experience. I went to art school. I started learning about things. I was like, I like this, I don't like this. And then I realized I didn't want to do computer animation. So then I left art school because it's like, I'm not spending that much money a year to just sit there and not really know what I wanted to do. Went to a public university and started dabbling in classes, and finally decided to do painting and drawing and graphic design because that kind of gave me some options. And to do both of them actually I didn't have to do too much extra work or too many extra classes. But yeah, so I was not introduced to digital art or digital programs until I was in college. So the sooner you can immerse yourself into things, the better. Going into art channels is a really cool thing that you're able to do nowadays that I wasn't able to do. But I would recommend doing more of that. I would recommend doing checking out YouTube videos. Because YouTube videos, honestly, if you do things right, and I don't know if I would encourage people to do this, but if people know how to do it, I don't know how to do it, but you could honestly not go to college and be totally fine. My my wife's cousin works in a I wouldn't say one. I don't think it's one of the biggest, but he works in a very well-to-do design agency in Chicago, and he never. He may have gone to college, but he didn't graduate from college. If he did, he definitely didn't graduate from college. And so that's the thing. Like, technically, you don't really have to. There's another. I went to a. It wasn't a conference. It was a speaking engagement, and there was a very well-known digital agency there, design agency, and the two guys were vastly different who came to speak from the agency, because one guy went to college, got a degree, and did that whole path, and the other guy had no college experience, and they were both the ones running the company. And that was at least 5 years ago, and it's becoming more and more common that people don't really need to go to college. Like, if you can learn so much online now. I mean, some people do better and have a better success learning things in a classroom atmosphere, but there are a lot of possibilities and things like that out there. So, oh, nice, yeah, no, like, and that's the thing too. And I did not do a good job of this in my own personal opinion. But the more you can. I'm going to start messing with the colors now. The more you can immerse yourself into it, the better. Because I should have done that, and I didn't. There was, I'll share this story, or a little bit about this guy, because I still also cannot. The guy was just so amazing. Ooh. Oh, sorry, just a second. Sorry. There we go. Ooh, that doesn't do very good with that background. So let's do this, because we're not really using it anymore. I forgot. That's white. So let's change this real quick. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. I need to change all the whites to something. Yeah, let's do that just so we can see. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Okay. I'd say go to college to better your skills, but in some cases it's not for everyone. Yeah, exactly. When my kids grow up, I would recommend that they go to college, but if they know what they want to do and everything, by all means. And actually, I'm hoping to give them opportunities that they can learn and get a head start on things. Another side conversation. There was a guy that I went to college with, though. Big introvert, very quiet, but extremely talented. And he just all the time did art. All the time. I mean, it was fascinating, and it's great. Like, I recommend that. Like, if you are the type of person that can do that, that can put the time to it and everything, do it. Do as much art as you can all the time. Do whatever you want to do more of it. Because I would dare say I don't think anyone would be wasting their time. Like, somebody might be like, oh, I didn't get a chance to do this. I mean, yeah, okay, with a certain reason. I mean, you need to enjoy your life too. But I think more often people miss the opportunity, especially earlier on, to dedicate their time to doing some stuff like that. Like, because the kid was, I mean, it was just his personality and it just fit him. But he was the most talented figure artist I had ever seen. And everywhere he went, he had a sketch pad. He would sit in the cafeteria and he would sketch people in the cafeteria. He would sit on a park bench on campus sketching people as they were walking by. It was just absolutely amazing. And I wish I was friends with him on Facebook. I would love to know what he's doing. Now, of course, on his specific personality, he may have limited to himself because of how introverted he is. no, and nothing wrong with people being introverts, but sometimes that can cause a blockade in depending different fields and that you go into, because communication skills are pretty big in the workforce. But again, as Candy even mentioned earlier, every situation is different and unique. So really opening my mind here. Well, awesome, good. I'm glad that I can, you know, be giving you some information that's helpful. So yeah, and I would, yeah. You never know what's gonna happen. All right, I'm actually kind of digging this kind of bluish stuff. Let's make you like a brown leather. That's a poopy brown. There we go. Better. Not great, but better. You didn't go to school? Oh, well, hey, there you go. Perfect example. Candy, do you just do freelance, or do you work for a company? Perfect, exactly, just like that. That is a really cool story. I think that's really awesome. That's actually really interesting, because I've actually never heard anyone say it like that, because I feel like that's one of the trickiest things kind of to self-teach yourself, is communication and public speaking. So it's really interesting to hear that you were able to do it that way, and that's awesome. That's a perfect example. Like, you never know how you can do it. Nice, very cool. And not saying it makes a difference, but if you worked for a company, I would have been very interested to hear if you were able to share more on how that went going through a hiring process without having a degree. You go down rabbit holes daily. Oh, nice. That's really cool. Spelling and math though too? Yeah, hey, no, there's creativity in everything and interesting things to learn. If I was able to, I would have stayed in college forever. I would have gone to classes and learned everything. I would have retaken classes. Like, I just have the natural thing of I want to soak everything in. So I write troll, but I watch other artists online. Nice, yeah. So that's really cool. Actually, it's kind of interesting, and I'll bring up here something that so. Hold on, actually, I'm looking at this real quick. How they sell themselves, how they brand themselves. I soaked up all the social aspect via YouTube and streaming. Awesome. What artists inspire you guys? Ooh, oh my gosh. Party player, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. Kind of threw myself to wolves. Hey, and that's the thing. Everybody learns differently. And that's very awesome that was how you learned. And so some other people are going to do the same thing. Some people go to college to learn it too. So Happy D on YouTube. Interesting. Yeah, I've learned some stuff, and there was a guy, because I was originally on Twitch, and I still go on Twitch and watch people on Twitch too. I mean, by all means, if you guys watch on Mixer, don't limit it to yourself. You can go on Twitch too. There was a guy that I watched on a regular basis on Twitch. I haven't been able to catch him in a while. What is? Oh, cold. I can't think of his name now, and that's gonna bug me. Yeah, school can be for a bunch of different things. I mean, some of it can be, you know, if you know exactly what you're going for. Because, like, for instance, when I went to art school, there were some specific companies that if I wanted to work for that company, if I went to that art school and graduated, those companies would have looked for me. Like, that's what some art schools can do. Like, if there's a specific place you want to go to and you find out where they headhunt for people to work at their company, you can do that. So it's not specifically or it's not limited to a type of artist all the time, but I do agree with you, Candy. But it can also be specific situations because, like I said, the college I went to, they had specific companies that came to their college looking for people to hire, specific companies. So if you wanted to work for one of those companies, go to that school and they will come and find you. And so they have some unique opportunities like that. So depending on where you go and what you want to do, you should research some of those things. And sometimes there are some places you shouldn't go. What artists inspire you? Other streaming artists are definitely an inspiration for me. The guy that I look to, Jason Gonzalez, I think he's criminally underrated and deserves some attention. Let's go ahead and look him up. Why did it just get so cold down here? Gosh. I mean, it's my basement, so I know it's cold, but man. Oh, is it Josan or Jason? Oh, I think that. Oh, wow. This one sticks out to me right away. All right, I want to open this link. It's almost, honestly, and just how you said, criminally underrated. I'm far too chaotic and wily. Oh, yeah. Well, hey, some schools are very interesting on how they do things. So, and they kind of encourage that stuff. This is awesome. And I completely, okay. What is going on currently with the social media is a huge blessing and a huge curse, because it's a big blessing because people get to put themselves out there so much, but especially for creative people, it's a little bit of a curse because now that so many people are getting good exposure, people are wanting to cheat creative people out of their worth. I've been going through this recently where I have had to stand strong on my principles of I know how much I am worth, and I'm not going to do work unless it is worth my time. It may sound selfish, arrogant, or cocky, but at a certain point, people need to get there. And everybody does it differently. Everybody does it differently. But yeah, no, this stuff is awesome. There was one, yes, this one. I am absolutely in love with, because this is like Japanese prints, and I love Japanese prints, and I would so hang this on my wall. You're not doing channel art anymore? Yeah, is that because of the artwork, or is that because of the clients, Candy? Yeah, no, this is awesome.
From the outside.
Fenrir Rising. Many apologies if I pronounced that incorrectly, but thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Fenrir. Fenrir. I hope I got that right. Thanks so much for hanging out. Welcome, welcome. This is where we do the creative stuff. You're fine. Thank you. I appreciate it. I was talking about oh no, that was a little bit earlier. There was the person with the name Fire. I was on Fire one night, and I got rated, and there was like probably a dozen follows, and I nailed all of them. I shocked myself. I cannot compete with people that will do the same thing for $5 on Streamlabs or Fiverr. Yep, so I'm planning to save for a tablet. Tab and printer and sell prints from home. Nice. Saw you were another creative streamer, so I dropped by. Post for it. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you. Creative. I will have to check you out sometime. Oh, follow? Well, yeah. Nope, got it. Great, awesome. Yeah, I dropped one for you, and I'm gonna try to drop in and check out your stuff. I want to build. I mean, okay, I'm not saying like I want to take over Mixer and do this and make everybody do it, but for me personally, I want to try to build more of a relationship with creative streamers. So I hope I get to catch you. I will be upfront with everyone and try to be upfront as much as possible. My schedule is pure chaos. It is 1:30 in the morning right now, and I'm still going to be streaming for at least another hour. Hostile takeover. But I do most of my viewing / lurking during the business day. Like, I am fortunate enough to be at a job where I can have it on in the background and listen to people, pop in during my breaks, chat a little bit, and do that. So if it's not in the kind of 9 to 5 Eastern time, the potential of me dropping in stream like plummets. I still do what I can, but my schedule, I have a love-hate relationship with my schedule. So, but yes, I work and aim on trying to connect more with creative streamers. So, by the way, you talking about selling prints from home. Have you now I know this is kind of I don't know if I would call it a scapegoat thing. Oh no, not scapegoat. It's not the best way to do it, but have you ever done anything with like Designed by Humans, Candy? I have sporadic times I stream, but I try to stream as much as possible. Awesome. Yes, no, that's very good. There's actually a guy who comes in here and who's, I almost want to say frequent, but because of his schedule, it's all over the place. But he has a unique job, and sometimes he has to be out and driving and delivering things, and so he has no set schedule, and so he also just streams as much as possible because he can't plan his schedule because he doesn't know until sometimes the day before what he's going to be doing for work or when his work is going to be. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, by all means, lurk. I'm a big lurker during the day, and so totally understand, totally appreciate it. So, yeah, no, I love this. Gosh, there are so many things I want to do. And actually seeing stuff like this is probably not helping because now it just makes me think of other things I want to do. So, I mean, it's awesome. And getting inspiration is great. So I'm going to throw some really weird stuff at you. Let's see if I can think of the names. Dang it. I don't think this is it. Because you're gonna have to remember, I went to college, I took art classes, I took art history and things like that. So I have a weird, I have some weird inspirations. No, I don't want to. I want to save and converse everything into DIY and use Printfection after I rebrand. Nice. Yeah, I was interested in Printfection, so. He also has a shop. Oh, sweet. Sweet, overdone flexi. Not my style. Yeah, no. I gotcha. Are you talking to me, Naruto? This I think the guy's name's Kupka. But this is not the what I was looking for. I have a huge inspiration with abstract. As many of you have probably seen this stuff before. I love simple abstract. I mean, I remember some of the things you learn through art history and the process and everything. And some people will say it's simple and it doesn't really mean anything, but there's a process. Modern art today can be a lot of BS in my opinion. But as things were going, I don't know, I'd say maybe up until like the 70s, there still seemed to be a lot of purpose. Now that's questionable with some people, but from Printfection, and the quality is really nice. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, I actually have, oh, by the way, special announcement. We now have merchandise through Streamlabs. And the way that it's going to be is actually the stuff on Streamlabs is just going to be specific with my channel stuff. Like if you want something that's like Captain Awesome branded, it will be through Streamlabs. I'm actually working on something separate with doing some t-shirt art designs with somebody else I know. And so we are going to set up something with Designed by Humans. I would love to do something more where I had more control of it. But again, with my schedule and with my time, I don't think we can do anything better than with Designed by Humans, at least right now. If it grows into something more, we might do something with it in the future. We'll see. that will be happening in the near future. But yeah, there is merchandise. If I don't even know actually where to go. I haven't set it up. So there you go. Go me. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna throw some weird inspiration stuff at oops. Kandinsky really kind of did some interesting stuff. I recognize that. Where's didn't he do the No? Kandinsky didn't do that? Dang it. Wow, I'm really mixing up my artists and what they did. Sadly, it's getting super late for me, and I gotta go. You have YouTube where you stream, right? I'll type stuff if you do. Yeah. There is a YouTube. So essentially, what YouTube is my VOD. That's where I house all my VODs. I am technically live there right now, but I do no interaction with it. I actually put that description in there. It's like, this is just recording. If you want to talk with me, you have to come over to Mixer. So. Yeah, no, Party Player, I appreciate it. I appreciate you dropping in the Discord and sharing your artwork. I love it, and I'm more than happy if you do more of that. So, yes, exactly, Naruto. Exactly that. So, man, now that's going to bug me because I'm trying to think of some of the other artists that I had down as kind of like my inspiration. Yeah. This is not like high on my list, but good. You can get some good Rothko. See, there's steps, there's processes. Like I don't know. Like I'm not in love with this, but I know where things came from and where things went. Like that's the thing. Like I want people to know and understand. Streaming tomorrow, yes. I stream Monday through Friday. I start by 11:30. And I do creative at least once a week. So actually, if creative gets more traction, I will do more creative. But yeah, this year I purposed to do more creative because I didn't do before. So I want to do at least once a week. We might do more. You want me to Google that? Clown Skull? Clown Skull never leaves. That's the thing. Oh yeah. Now see, okay. Now here's the thing. All right, when did this? Now here's kind of the thing too. Is like when was this done? Is that a yellow strip on the side? Is that what that is? Like, I want to know when this came out. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Like 1960s. Okay, see, 1960s. That's when they were kind of pushing things and doing different aspects, and I can see what they were doing and like have some appreciation of it. Yeah, so there's actually several of them. So there's like something that they were doing, something that they were pushing with not just the artwork itself, but the size of it. Like you can see it. Look at this. Look how massive this stuff is. And so it's like, you know, pushing the boundaries and doing so there was a process with it at a certain point in time. So I like the concept, and especially when it happened, but there are some people who are essentially copying this right now. Like copying the idea of just like, oh, a huge thing, 2 colors. Okay, that's been done before. You know, you're not pushing when you're doing abstract art. I feel you either need to be going for unique or something that's not been done before. Only leave if I get a kick off the Wi-Fi. All right, Party Player. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes, I hope to catch you around. So thank you. I love chatting about art, so whenever I see you later, take care. There was a crowd of people around Mona Lisa, the most ubiquitous and iconic painting of all time. Yep. Oh yeah, that gets so crowded. Yeah. Oh, you threw some art. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. This looks digital. This is digital, right? That is awesome. No, I love this. I love doing art share stuff. Like, you guys can do it whenever you want, but if you guys want to chat about when I do creative streams, yeah. Digital, sweet. Is do you do this with a tablet or anything, or is this with a mouse? Yeah, that one almost looks like that's all everything. Yeah, there I could see some of that relation with that. Yeah, especially since recently you did that skull project. Jacques Louis David, the Coronation of Napoleon. Oh, you have a Cintiq? Nice. 20 by 32. Yeah, no, they have some massive artwork. Yeah, no, this is really sweet. So how long have you been doing art? If you don't mind me asking. Or if you want to go back to lurking, by all means, go ahead. I know you said you were kind of lurking, so. Okay, yeah, no, this is, I appreciate it. I love people sharing art. This is really good stuff. This one is like, yeah. Too long? Hey, technically, I mean, if I want to break it down, I've been doing art since I was a kid, because that's the one consistent thing that I've always done, and that's part of the reason why I went into art. It's just like, when I didn't know what I wanted to do when I got was getting towards the end of high school, it's just like, art is what I have always done. So it was kind of natural. Yeah, exactly. Never stopped. Thank you for being a part of the Discord. Appreciate that. There. Oh gosh, some of my favorite artworks, man. I will tell you this. All right, so here's kind of an interesting thing. I have an appreciation for artists, what they do and everything, but I will show you an art. So I was just talking about this and about, I understand and I appreciate some of the things that people are pushing and everything. I don't know the backstories. I know some of the backstories for certain artists, and it makes me, it devalues some of it a little bit. So I'm not a big fan of Warhol. Warhol did some interesting things, but I don't think Warhol is really that good. Like, that's my own personal opinion. Not saying what he did was crap. I just don't. It appears, and I believe that he did some things originally, but the thing that, from some of the things I've learned, and of course, yes, you know, how much of it is true, but essentially kind of the stuff that kicked off his career, the soup can and everything, essentially was just not his idea. Like, it was given to him. Like, somebody essentially was just like, hey, do this, and he started doing things, and then it grew from there. You hated Warhol? Yeah, I wouldn't go so far as say I hated it, but I'm not on the Warhol hype train. Like, I appreciate some of it. I find it unique, but I don't think that Warhol was amazing. Yeah, exactly. Right? Yeah. So some of that thing, like, part of the Art Factory type information was interesting, but oh wow, I'm surprised. Oh, the red stuff. That was what we were talking about. Let's go back. Yeah, this was Who's Afraid of Red, Yellow, and Blue, back from like the 60s. I believe it was what they were saying. So we were talking about like the process of art. So Da Vinci the most, that's your idol? Nice. Yeah, you know, you got so yeah, let's look at some of Da Vinci. So but yeah, so Warhol, yeah. Not so much. Yeah, I feel like you even said, Candy, it went into consumerism. It went into like, okay, essentially you're working and, okay, and not to degrade what people do on it, but essentially it's kind of like Etsy. You know, you're not doing art to do art, or on some of it. Clarification, some of it. You're Warhol, it felt like wasn't really doing art to do art. It was just kind of like, I'm doing stuff to like feed the idea of consumerism. But anyways, that actually would blind me. Yeah, no, it's definitely more red than I would ever want. So straight up don't care for it. Yeah, and no, that's totally fine. Totally fine. Most abstract modern art evokes a lot of emotion for me. A guy who has a perpetual face like this. Nice. No, I love abstract modern art. And that's the thing too, is there are different things that I'm drawn to. Like I said, it's about the process and where it stands. Like, so if somebody came out today and did that whole red blue thing, I'd be kind of like, okay, good job. You know, you've done what's done before. I mean, some people just enjoy doing that, so I'm not trying to downplay it. But if they try to talk it up and be like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing," it's like, no, it's not. I'm sorry, it's really not. I find myself looking at abstract or modern art, you start thinking, I could do this. How did this do get? Yeah, no. Yeah. These look like memes. Yeah, no, that's kind of a good point. I mean, actually, you know, there was an artist that essentially did. There was an artist that took people's Instagram posts and put them up in a studio, and they tried to sue them and they got away with it. Like people's just regular Instagram posts, put them up because it is in the public domain, and they put it in the studio and they tried to sue them and they got away with it. And they were being as paid as an artist. And see, that's some of the things that's going on with quote unquote modern art, or whatever you want to call what's going on right now. Technically it's like postmodern, but whatever it is, current art. And is that they're just trying to like, I don't know. They're doing weird stuff, and I'm not the biggest fan. Like some of it gets interesting, but most of it's just like, no, you're just trying to push the envelope and stop. It's not 14 stream. I'm very picky with modern artists. With the rise of social media, people are realizing it's not how skilled you are, it's about who you know. Yeah, no, huge, Candy. And that's the thing with Warhol. That was part of the thing with Warhol. Warhol got in. Warhol got connected. Warhol got told, hey, try this, and he did it, and it worked. And so then he essentially just did it because it worked. Find some roots. Yeah. Well, if they're rising, if there is a way for you to explain it in a teen way, by all means. Like, okay, so for instance, I'll try to go into some of it. Okay, so I like doing this, and I actually kind of want to go more in depth with it at some point about talking about the process of art history. I think it is very important. There isn't. I think it's very important for people to still study art history, to still understand it, because it's very important to know what's been done to be able to know what to do in the future. Also, you kind of don't want to repeat history in general. Yeah, no, see, some of those things, no, don't make sense. So Naruto, yeah, yeah. So let me explain art in a nutshell, like the history of art in a nutshell. I just had a conversation the other day with somebody. Art in the beginning was about storytelling. People used art for communication and storytelling. Cave paintings, hieroglyphics. That is what art was. Then after that, essentially, if you were wealthy enough, you could have art. And most of the time, art was revolving still around storytelling. So wealthy people were documenting like, hey, this is my family. Or there was a lot of money in religion. I mean, there still is, but there was a lot of money in religion. So churches, cathedrals, and things like that, painting the Sistine Chapel, all sorts of things. Art followed the money because, let's face it, expensive. It's expensive. Somebody needed to do it. But another thing too is it grew from doing it for communication to, okay, we are trying to represent real life as close as possible. Oh yeah, no, you're totally fine. So for the longest time, and I can't remember the years. Hold on, actually, let me see something real quick. Yeah, so all the way up until about around 1800, everybody was always working towards, or the late 1700s, everybody was always working towards realism, like the best, most effective way to depict real life. That's why you saw, I mean, okay, hold on, let's look. Art throughout history. Let's see if there's a cool little timeline. Okay, see, oh, dang it. Come on, people, show me pictures. I want to see pictures. Man, all of these kind of suck. Maybe that other one was better. Dang it. This one. All right, we'll use this for an example. So imagine before this, you have, like before this timeline, you have hieroglyphics, cave paintings, and things like that. So then you start getting people going into depicting real life. So you have more realism showing up, people getting more advanced in how they're doing things, Da Vinci, things of that nature. So people are able to depict real life more accurately. So between here and notice here, 1750s, close around 1800, you start getting into these styles. So you have realism up to here, then you get into styles. The reason why you get styles, I feel modern art is about doing the same thing over and over again. It's a rinse repeat session. Most people are sheep because they like anything that is anime or the style that fits the flavor of the month, but that's opinion cleaned up. Okay, and I get that, and I will probably discuss that here in a second. And I totally respect that. That makes sense, and that's kind of along the lines of what I'll say. But okay, so you've got this realism here. Like you go through all these years of whatever else you have, and you get really close to realism. What happens around 1800? The camera is created and invented. And the reason why artists were doing so much stuff was because they were the ones who were depicting real life. All of a sudden, the camera's creative. Hey, look, a camera can take a picture in a matter of minutes. Why the heck am I wasting a month painting a picture when a camera can do it almost instantly? So then you start getting these very stylized things. So artists are like, okay, well now since it's pointless for us to do realism, let's start dealing with different styles. And so you start getting these different styles, which is very unique, very different. Impressionism, very romanticism, you know, taking things a step further, what cameras can't do. They make things into different scenarios. They're advancing the creative process. Then they start getting into all these different things with expressionism, Art Nouveau, and so then people start pushing it even further, and you get to Picasso with like Cubism. People just started pushing it. It's like, okay, what have we not done yet? What can the camera not do? And then of course, eventually nowadays, you know, we have Photoshop, so you can do anything digitally as well. But they start doing anything and everything because it's now it was almost like a liberation, a creative freedom. And so then people started doing everything differently. But then you get into, you know, the 50s and later, and you get all this stuff where it's just like, we've done most everything. And they, so you're starting to get a lot of repetition, which is unfortunate. Oh, this is interesting. They call it internet art. That's an interesting way to put it. Internet art. I actually kind of like that term. I don't know if they teach that now, but But now people are running out of things, which is, I mean, there's always going to be something kind of new to work with, but it feels like people are just exhausted. And so they're just trying to be the most. Art has had the tendency to be attracted to that which has never been done before. And the thing that is the most, okay, I don't know another better word, liberal, the most way out in left field. I mean, I know that's usually what you get around with art schools and things like that, but it seems like sometimes they just deliberately go for that. I mean, it was so conservative for quite some time. I mean, considering that most art was religious, but, and not to get into political or religious debate, but anyways, just talking about art as a whole. So people are just trying to push the envelope. Like, are they really trying to accomplish anything? It's tough. It's not easy creating original art now. If you enjoy doing it, great. But don't just do something just to try to be smart about it. Yes, that's a very good point, Rising. That is a very good point. It can be extremely controlled by its environment. But like there are some interesting things, like they try to get you think differently, but some are just like, I almost feel like it's a kid. Okay, I'll use this example. It almost makes me think like it's that girl you're in a relationship with, or that girl that you know, and she's what people would describe as that crazy girl, where she does things for attention and it's just over the top and unnecessary. It's just like, no, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You're just trying to get a reaction. Sometimes getting a reaction can be beneficial and interesting, but most of the time now, with like the real modern art or fine art or whatever they want to call it, it's ludicrous what they're going for. Like, honestly, I don't, again, we're talking about a teen stream, and I'm going to just say this very quickly, loosely, leave it at that and not go into detail. I will not be surprised when the day comes if there essentially is someone who it just takes two models and performs and has them perform some kind of a sexual interaction in a museum and calls it art. Like, essentially that is what is leading to. It's just like somebody just eventually getting to the point of pushing the envelope as far as possible, to being like just putting the thing that some people avoid and putting it right there in front of everybody. And then, like, you know, they're already pushing the death. They already do that. Okay, well, there you go. I don't search it out because I think it's dumb. There you go. See? That's where we're at. So, boom. That is what we have come from. And now it's going to go into, I know that some people have already done this with death and things like that, using death as an artistic experience. Yeah, it just, no, that's like, no, that's not art. That's just like people trying to have an agenda and trying to be, oh, nobody's done it before, therefore I am creative because nobody's done this. And it's just like, no, you're just dumb. All right, that didn't pop in. No, I can get it. I can see it. Thank you for doing that. I can see it. It still pops up for me, so. Hang on, I'm looking at this. What the heck? Yeah, about an art exhibit that featured. Yep. No, I appreciate that because I have not seen this, and this like really honestly, and I don't say it a whole lot, pisses me off. I did that too. That bot has it out for everyone. Yeah, it's a bit of a sensitive bot. Well, I don't have it so that people can share links anyways in general. So, the article is about a Brazilian art exhibit that promotes and normalize and they say it promotes and normalizes pedophilia. So, oh yeah, no. Like, I feel like I'm hoping that a lot of what? Sorry. So ridiculous. Yeah, no. And they're going to start pushing things. I mean, they already did it. I think it was maybe in the 70s where they did stuff with self-harm. They considered self-harm art. Yeah, let's promote that. Let's promote people doing self-harm so they can express it in a form of art. What the yeah, no, I'm just it kills me. So I'm going to restart that because it's getting close to the end. Yeah, no, like I knew the day was coming. I had no idea that it had already come and passed. I mean, it's kind of nice that I was not aware of it. But yeah, no, there was a guy, and we watched it and we watched it in art and in college, and it was like it kind of blew up our classroom. But that isn't new self-harm art. Yeah, no, it's not new, but just because yeah, what it was like 70s. I mean, there was probably stuff from way back when too, but yeah, there was a guy who took video. This was art. He took video of someone shooting him in the arm with a gun, and it was considered art. He also, the same guy, I have no idea what his name was, and I don't care, but he also considered art to be him lighting a blunt of marijuana, putting it on a paper airplane, and throwing it over the United States-Mexican border. That one has a little bit more to it because it might be making kind of a statement to a bigger issue, but still. It's just like, what? No, you're just no. Like a topic that came up in the class then was just like, okay, so if I go into an art museum, set up my TV and my Xbox, I can just play video games and call it art. And it's just like, well, yeah, technically you can. You can do whatever you want, and you can call it art. It's not. Not everything is art. Everything can be an artistic expression, but to be qualified and considered art, no. There needs to be actual thought, and there needs to be actually, something that has come from it. Or I don't know. There's a lot more that needs to go into it, but yeah. I have a dream for an artistic Super Bowl commercial. I have a dream for funny. Wait, are you saying you actually had a dream for one, or you're hoping for one day? Because I have a dream, and I have a hope that someday that they're going to be funny again. Stupid Super Bowl commercials, jeez. Ooh, but hey, oh, I need to find this. Oh man. I'm gonna show you one of my favorite pieces of artwork, and I really want to get a print of this, and I want to hang it in my house because it is at a perfect point in art history that it begins to blend the different elements together. It's like it's the transition. The transition, oh, I love that. The transition was a beautiful time. I don't really know what you. Crap, now I gotta find it. Was this it? I feel like it's not. No. No. I thought there was a little bit more color in there. It requires 8 million for a 30-second slot, but I think it would be worth it. Who watches Super Bowl? People just watch it for Tom Brady to win. Nice. So you have a concept. Imagine a cut to commercial break, and there's 30 seconds of silence and blackness. No indication who paid for the commercial, and no indication it is a commercial at all. That would definitely generate some peak interest in everything, and people would want to find out more about it. So that is interesting. Crap. I can't remember the name of it. And I can't remember who did it. I want to say it's Monet or Manet. I hate myself. Man, maybe that's it. That's going to really make me mad. Oh, no, that's it. This is it. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. This is it. Sorry. And now, what would be your reasoning behind that clown skull? I'm interested. All right, so this was in 1864. So this is after the camera was invented. They started doing more with stylized. So this is extremely simple. Oh, okay, well, not extremely simple. Extremely simplified. I mean, look, you see the strokes and everything, but you can tell that they are boats on water. Very interesting. Very unique. I love this painting. Love it, love it, love it. So honestly, when you break it down, there's not a lot. There's a little bit here. We talked about earlier about putting the relationship between the two of like bringing the darkness of the ship into the water so it looks like they're connected. But I mean, like, look at that. Look at that. It's like it's sitting on top. There's no reflection. Where's the reflection? Why is there no reflection? They are like, this is the interesting thing. He's deliberately removing things to limit the elements that are creating the depth, and he's using specific things to create it. For instance, the idea of perspective, using the shape of a triangle to show perspective and things pushing into the back. The thing of the element of crap, what's it called? Atmosphere perspective, whatever it is. Essentially, it fading out into the background. So where it blends in more with the water and everything, the color. These pop off because of the sharp edges, but it's creating the triangle and pushing it back. Also, I mean, you have this very standard kind of straight horizon line. Very, very flat. This picture would be extremely different if this diagonal was not there. It would be so flat. It's pushing the boundaries of trying to create the depth while at the same time doing it with the least amount of effort as possible. I love this picture. A commentary on the commercialization of sport and the consumerism of viewers, and only costs $8 million and helps propagate rampant capitalism. Huh. Well, I like the idea, but I feel like it would not accomplish that because of how lame people are nowadays, frankly. So yeah, because I feel like people would not read into it. You know, people would just be like, oh, somebody's trying to make a dumb statement or whatever. Yeah. So it's unfortunate. I like it. I like the idea, and I would definitely be interested in actually if it happened and what the results would be. But yeah, I can only imagine that, especially with people's attention spans now, that would be like, yeah. Yeah, no, it would create such a stir. No, and it'd be funny too. Yeah, exactly. No, and that's some of the things too. Is like sometimes art is meant to be funny. And if you want to call it, okay. And hold on, how did you label it? How did you label it? Sorry, did you call it art or artistic Super Bowl commercial? Yeah, it's you could like with that. It's like the idea of an artistic expression or artistic idea, executing it. But I don't know if I would call that art. I love the thought process behind it. Yeah, no, exactly, right? Like how many people would be like, what is wrong? What is going on? Or if you threw static up there on the TV, people wouldn't really know what that is because people don't deal with static because they're always streaming. Clown, I love Clown's thought process. Yeah, so this, I'm actually going to save this so I don't forget it. The title now and everything. This is one of my favorite paintings. I know it is so, people will be like, wow, that's kind of lame, but it's squeezed right there in the perfect area. Like I said, what is it, 1864? In showing the depth with as little effort as possible. And this too. This is a little deceiving because it almost looks like another boat could be back there too with the top and everything. But the the crossing of the sky and the sea. Because if that wasn't there, the two things that changed this the most. And see, like some people will look at this, and I get it. Like it had to be explained to me, and I had to read up on it, and I had a professor break it down for me. There are a lot of things that people can miss, and I missed it too. If this diagonal was not here, if this boat did not cross this plane, if this if this smoke formation from the steamboat was not there, completely different painting. I almost want to go through and create this painting without those three elements and have it show how vastly different it would be. Actually, heck, I could probably go in here and maybe Photoshop it. Maybe. I agree, Rising, that you usually can, but a majority of people would not. Especially if it's 30 seconds, people would definitely think that something's wrong with the TV. Yes. Well, that's the thing too, is like, how would people react to it? Actually, no. Clown Skull actually has a point, because if you're doing a Super Bowl commercial and if it goes black and you shift up a channel and shift back down, it's going to be black. So there will probably be a higher likelihood that people will consider that the channel is dead than the TV is dead, because people will try maybe turning it on and off. But probably the first thing would be going up a channel and down a channel to check and see if the cable went out. Now, of course, people do a lot of streaming services, so if it's a streaming thing, they would refresh the browser. Which, if it's on a browser, if they restream it, all the other things would pop up except for the video feed. This is the one thing that Clown Skull thinks about all the time, every single day. Oh yeah, no. And that'd be kind of interesting too. I like, what I've never actually thought about this. If there are enough people wanting a Super Bowl commercials, how do they decide who gets it? Like, do they pick the commercials that they like? Yeah, I don't think they would. I doubt they would air it, but you never know. Hey, if you pay enough money, people want the money. I'm still like just looking at this and loving every minute of it. Yeah. The cost is prohibitive. Want it like that. See, it's so simple, but so so great. Yeah. I think that's a really cool idea. Well, I mean, you kind of think about it. Essentially, you're talking about pulling a Cable Guy move from the movie Cable Guy. I mean, it's not the exact same thing, but I mean, when it was a huge pinnacle moment, everybody was watching TV and the TV went out. Force people to do something different, make people think differently. But ArtStation. What is ArtStation?
ArtStation has really brought in together the whole community.
It's a clean website to show off your art.
It's beautifully arranged. I just love it.
By 2018, consumers will spend over $560 billion a year on media and entertainment, including games, movies, and television. Talented artists drive this industry, but the problem is that artists are finding it harder than ever before.
This is actually my first time hearing about it.
Work. ArtStation is the showcase platform for artists. It enables artists to showcase their portfolios in a slick way, be inspired by other artists, and connect with opportunities and jobs.
Gosh, see, some people are so freaking
make
talented.
it a mandatory event every day that our artists in the studio visit ArtStation. They have to look through and find new artists that they admire, share their work, and being a part of the community is a mandatory thing here at ScribblePad, you know?
And when you go on the front page, there's a lot of like really inspiring works. You know, it just gives you like extra like fuel every day.
The thing that I like about it is that it's a clean website to show off your art, you know, and I don't know how they do it because it's always something cool.
What ArtStation does is it says, no, this is not just the run-of-the-mill, whatever you can draw, like, you know, I drew a flower today, I should post it up. It's like, are you trying to become a professional? Then you should put it up here, because other professionals will live here too, right? And we'll be looking at your work.
Interesting.
ArtStation has a powerful and comprehensive artist search engine, enabling studios to find artists based on their location, skills, software proficiency, and more. Art directors now have a great tool to find artists and review portfolios quickly, making it easier and faster than ever before
actually
to
brilliant.
connect with artists.
Well, I use ArtStation every day. Right? It's part of my morning routine.
This is awesome.
To just see what is new and what's going on in the art community. Yes, we have identified many.
Would you maybe consider it more the Instagram of the art world?
As well as us reaching out to individuals.
I'm just saying from an art director's perspective, I don't care that you built a website. I'm not hiring you for that. In fact, don't spend your time doing that. Do one extra painting instead of the week you would have spent making a website. Just put it on ArtStation.
Yes.
I can look at all the squares, real easy.
Yes.
It only takes a second to decide. You only have to look through a few
Don't waste
images.
your time doing other
We've met
stuff.
so many artists who have told us how ArtStation has had a positive impact on their lives and careers. That's what we're passionate about. That's why we do this. Our mission at ArtStation is to transform the industry and impact millions of artists' lives.
The amount of inspiration that just pours from that website is ridiculous. Whether it's student work or people that don't even work in the industry, they just like doing paintings and or sculpting, and you're just like, this is amazing. This is next level stuff, you know.
It's really given me a resource that I can refer people to. So I get a lot of requests to do freelance work, and unavailable, so I refer them to post their job for ArtStation.
Whoa, was that did that
See,
just
this
say
is
Apex?
Unavailable, so I refer them
I
to
did.
post their
Oh,
job
dude, that's
for
so cool.
ArtStation, for instance.
See, this is why ArtStation is so good. You don't need to question many things. It already has everything there for you. You can get a job. You can put your portfolio on there. You can connect with other people.
Whenever there's an inspiration part, you just gotta go and take a break and get inspired again. That's where I'm gonna go.
Wow, this is really, 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 really awesome. That's awesome. And that is such a good video. Wow, like they just... It's inexpensive. So what is there a price? Or is there a price for... Mind blown. No, completely. Totally. Okay, so you do pay. Interesting. Okay, here we go. 84. Oh my gosh. Showcase your portfolio. Basic free website. Sell prints. Sell digital products. So what's premium website? Sell prints. Sell digital products. Blogging. Custom domain support. Ooh, oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. See, this is what's so cool. Like there's so many good things, so many good things, so many great oh man. Dang it. See, like this is the thing that sucks. It's like my portfolio honestly sucks. It does. Like I have not had the opportunity to really add it. And that's the thing too, is just like anything that I have a lot of interest in and exploring in, I don't do that kind of work anymore. I do brochures, I do handouts, I do pamphlets, I do posters, I do billboards. For nonprofits. Doesn't really get that interesting. Dang it, I might, oh man, I might have to, oh my gosh, you guys are killing me here. Clown Skull, are you going to hate me if I do more creative streams? Oh man, especially if I get, okay. I'm going to say this now. You can put that up and what it was for and such. You can put what up? Sorry, I'm not sure exactly what you were referring to. Oh man, this is like blowing my mind right now. And the fact that it's just like you so much in the... This is amazing. Categories. Artworks and photos, 3D assets, brushes. Wow. Oh my gosh, this could be a game changer. Okay. Well, yeah, see, like, that's the thing. It's not artwork. Hold on, let me see. No. Yeah, the current work that I do. People are so good at photography. Because see, like, okay, here, let me I don't really know that would fit in here. Oh wait, well, ebooks? No, not really. Wow. Yeah, because I like I don't know. It's graphic design. It is graphic design or consider. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is graphic design. Exactly as I was saying. But it's just like I'm looking at everything here and I don't see anything that really matches it. But if I do more streams, if Clown Skull's still there, I'm interested on your thought process because I don't want to. But man, this is making me think that maybe I should do more creative stuff. Maybe this is what I'm missing. Like, I love playing video. So a little insight to me, like, I do not have my own time until like 11 o'clock at night. So from 11 to like 3 o'clock, I have like 4 hours every night. And I have work at 8. I make 4 hours of availability. And a lot of times, I'll be honest, I just want to chill. And so video games are a great opportunity. But maybe I need to focus more on doing creative stuff because also it's chill and it gives me opportunity, but maybe even like might create an opportunity for me to work from home. That would be the dream. I don't care about making money. I don't care about being rich. Being home and being able to cater my own schedule around what I do, that is rich to me. That is wealth. Okay, Rising. Thank you. And thank you for that. No, that's... Wait, did I? Okay, I did follow it. Okay. I hope that I can catch your stream sometime soon. Thank you. I appreciate all the chatting. Lurk away. It is kind of close to ending time, but I have to check more of this out. What's best selling? Oh, man. Smart. So smart. That'd be kind of interesting, too. It's just like I would have to... Wow. Wait, there's only 4 files? Well, if it's used for reference, can't you just see it here and couldn't somebody take it to use for reference? I'm a little confused by that. Late Night Green Aura Chillax stream. Yo. So Clown Skull. Pew pew pack. I love that. What would be your opinion? Like, I mean, I'm just kind of curious your thoughts. If I did more creative streams. I don't think you've ever really been one that cares too much exactly what's being streamed, but now I'm kind of confused. Like references, like what are you doing? Are you talking about reference, or are you giving me high quality enough image that it can be used? Sounds good to you? Sweet. Not saying that I'm gonna do it right away, but I think we might be leaning that way. What was I gonna say? So yeah, so hold on. So if I click here. There's only 2 files. Yeah, see? So, oh, but then I guess, see, this makes more sense because like you could buy it, you could download $15. Well, anyways, and then you could do your visual effects with it. But something like this, there's 1 file. Oh, one download file? Is that what that is? Oh, so maybe that's... okay, maybe that's what that is. See, and not like trying to cheat the system and everything, but I just use Google Images if you can find it. Just for reference, you know? But then there are some things that you could totally change and do for yourself, so... But yeah, so so yeah, so this was something that I missed earlier, and I might be kind of just talking to myself here, which is fine. I know people are lurking, so don't feel any need to jump in. But I remember when I had graduated. No, I was still in college, learning about those what's it called? Like people applying for grants and essentially being like, hey, pay me enough money to get supplies and do art for like a year. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, you know how freaking amazing that would be? Like I couldn't imagine what I could do with 6 months. Like if I had 6 months where I didn't have to work and I could just do art, like, oh my gosh, you know? That's cool. Yeah, what's the job section? 5 jobs open. 31. Oh my gosh. Are these like relocation assistance? Okay. OMG. I would die. That's not gonna... And my wife would die too. So, are there ones where it's remote? Like, I'm interested. Oh, come on. Are there any remote ones? Wait, can you search by, like... Can you search by... Are there any search functions? Oh. Contract. Are there anywhere you don't have to relocate? I just want to know. Wow, that's like a decent list, man. Dang it. See, now this would be more possible, you know? That's interesting. So that might be remote? I mean, that makes sense. Austin, Texas. Thailand. Montreal, Canada. Yeah, see, now it's a permanent job thing, but is it saying that you have to relocate? Like, especially this relocation assistance. So are you not assisting with the relocation with this, or you don't? Oh, that's temporary. I don't know. I would want to relocate so bad. Where the what? Where even is this? Slovenia? Oh my, what? All right. Challenges. Interiors of the future. You've been busy and satisfactory? Oh, I can only imagine. Oh my gosh. Wow. Like, look at some of this. Gosh, almighty, man. Like, I see this and I'm just like, how do you compete? Like, oh my gosh. This is like streamlining conveyor splits in a beautiful way. Efficiency is a beautiful thing. Wow. Man, I don't know. I see some of this. I'm kind of like, man, I don't know if I can do anything with it. I don't know, but hey, you know, I could do my own unique thing, and you never know, right? Oh. Interesting. Whoops. Whoa, 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 whoa. Logs. Books. Classes. Ah. All right, so here's the thing that I'm going to say, and I know a lot of people aren't here right now, or most everybody's lurking. If we get to the point of being able to get the digital, holy crap. Oh wait, no, it's like 3D. Wow. Dang. Well done. If we get the drawing monitor, I will commit to more creative streams. Not saying that I won't if I don't get it, but oh, these are Yeah, see, like that's the thing too. Is like, and that was actually, you know, an interesting thing brought up by Rising, and I would totally do it. It's just like I don't need to do the same thing that people are doing. I'm not saying that I necessarily want to. I definitely want to do art though. I know it's the work I technically do right now is graphic design, but it's just like word type and It's not even typography. It's just what a lot of people view as the boring stuff. But yeah, no, I've got like, there are different things that, wow, you know, yeah, no, there's plenty of different stuff. I'm looking at this and I'm just like, oh, I need to do stuff like this. And I'm like, no, I don't. I mean, I've got my own. A lot of it's the same, like the same kind of stuff, like these 3D vehicles, 3D vehicle, where somebody could do it in a completely different way. Like, does it have to be finalized? Maybe they said that, but does it have to be done in 3D? Maybe. I mean, maybe it's just a concept piece. Yeah, no, this would be, could be like a game changer. Okay, interesting. This might have to be a project. We're gonna be saving you. Boop. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, blows my mind. So this at least was since 2007. Wait, hold on. Is saying about how long they've been around? September 2019 doesn't say when they started. Wow, it doesn't really give it like a history. That's kind of a bummer. Yeah, definitely. At least do the free. $84 a year is like totally not bad. I don't do 3D files anyway, so I won't need that. Yeah, no, I would want to support the community too and find something interesting. I mean, it kind of explains it right there, doesn't it? Okay, here we go. Wait, there's a difference? Oh, save 30%. I was like, wait a minute, what's the difference? Just surprised. All right, use your own domain name. I like that. That's cool. Full control over display of your portfolio. Create or import your own blog. That's interesting. I don't know exactly what I would do with that, but there'd be some interesting things I could do with that. Appear at top of searches in the community. That would be kind of important eventually. Password check pages on your website. Priority support. We respond to you before anyone else. Pro badge. For $84 a year, though. %70% of revenue, 80 to 95% of revenue. Wow, this is well done. Well done by the people who created this. This is fantastic. See, like, that's the thing. So, is there any fine art? Are we missing out on the opportunity for people to do fine art? Looks like Johnny Depp. Where do I go for... That might be fine art. It looks like it might be pen and ink. Interesting. People are not doing that. I mean, this seems like, yeah, okay, I get it. A lot of this is like the video game industry, but it's just like, if nobody else is doing it, you would stand out so much. That makes me think even more. Where was it? Categories. Artworks. Yeah, again, like 3D brushes, ebooks, game assets, materials, references, textures, tools, tutorials, other. What's other? I don't know if I would dare with other. I mean, I'm sure probably some people post things in there with the extra group, but. No, this is wow. Man, see, like this is the thing. It's like how I feel like I'm missing and so far removed from so many things. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to. Ow, my C is killing me. I was exhausted this morning, so it's probably actually a good idea that I do some different stuff or go to bed not so super late. Yeah, so no, I would totally. What would be artwork? I think. Draw, and so there's a little bit of drawing, artwork, and photos. Oh, shark painting. Oh, digital painting though. And not saying like anything's better or worse than something else, but interesting. Huh. Wow, this is, like I said, this is kind of like feeling like a game changer. That looks like it's actually a real painting. Acrylic on canvas, yeah. See, there's not too much of that though. Interesting. Huh. You might have to. Oh, there might be more here. Nope. But that does look like painting. Could be digital though, so. All right, okay. Well, yeah, we are probably going to, because it's about that time. I know that. Well, actually, hold on. I'm gonna go back to that. Hold on. I know we didn't do. Dude, awesome. Yeah, we did the very early stages of digital sketch. That might be a little bit on the big side too. So we took sketch, started digital sketch. Thanks, Clown Skull. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna find somebody to host here. Yeah. We'll have to be working more with that. But no, that tonight was great. Tonight was awesome. I love just being able to chat sometimes, and it's been a long time since we did that, and so that was great. Ah. So let's see. Oh crap! And I still have to do stuff after this too. Yeah, I have to end. Go away. Oh man, I really want. No, there's no time. No time. Have a good one, Clown Skull. Appreciate it. And thank you so much for your support. Always appreciate it. Always good to chat. All right, let's see. Is anybody on? Nope. The only one. Why do I not know who this is? Let's see. Who can we host? Oh, hey, that actually changed. I'm a little bit shocked. storyboarding, not waterboarding. I'm a struggling. I don't know. Like, maybe we'll see. Let's go to categories. Categories? Where's no? What? Okay, where do you search by category? There we go. I'm still getting used to how they have things set up on here. Do. Ow. Oh, part of the Embers program. Nice. Let's see who else we got here.
Oh, look at him. He's looking pretty good.
All right, let's go look at creative too. Wow, not many. All right, well, let's try to find. All right, so I'm gonna host Neo Fletcher. I cannot remember where we cross paths, but he's doing some creative stuff. He's doing storyboarding. Not sure exactly what. Oh no! Oh, what did he just end, or did his stream drop? Crap! Dang it! I hate it when that happens. I finally decide on somebody. Crap. Crap.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1. Yep. I'm good.
Crap. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. That sucks. Oh, not that. Oh. English and Spanish. Sorry, we're taking a little bit of time to do this. When I don't know someone, I like to try to. Wow, 25 people. But I don't really like doing that exactly. Oops. Dang it. All right, so we have one potential. What? Then let's go back here. Check to see if. Ah, okay, he's back. All All right, we're gonna hit up Neo Fletcher. Okay, good. His audio is working.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1. Yep. I'm good.
Wait, what? What? It just told me he was live. Okay, I think he's live. Okay, I think we got this. All right, here we go. We're gonna host him before this thing fails again. All right, thanks everybody for hanging out. I appreciate it. Yeah, check out Neo Fletcher, what he's doing. He's talking about storyboarding. I'm not sure exactly what the project is going to be, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoy what he's doing. And yeah, check out other creative streamers. I cannot say that enough. So thanks everybody. I hope you have a good one. And until next time, stay awesome.